But the Internal Revenue Service does other things, too. This is a piece in Town Hall by Bob Beauprez. A WTHR-TV Indianapolis investigative report exposes a fraudulent scheme wherein the IRS is sending $4.2 billion per year to illegal immigrants, they're illegal aliens, as an additional child tax credit for children who don't even live in the United States. Further, the Internal Revenue Service and Congress have been ignoring the scheme for years. The Inspector General's office has repeatedly identified the problem in audit after audit. The IG, Russell George, says the magnitude of the problem has grown exponentially, but the IRS is doing nothing to stop it. It's so easy it's ridiculous, the tax preparer whistleblower who exposed the fraud admits. Names are simply listed on the IRS form. The more you put on there, the more you get back. No questions are asked. The check's in the mail. The whistleblower notified the IRS of dozens of returns that were fraudulent, 100% fraudulent tax returns. But no response was ever received from the IRS. So out of frustration, he went to WTHR investigative reporter Bob Siegel. If the opportunity is there and they can give it to me, why not take advantage of it, admits one of the illegal alien perpetrators to Siegel on camera. See that? Guy's not picking lettuce. And, of course, that's what the proponents of citizenship for illegals are always saying. They're doing the job that nobody else will do. And let me address that, too. I'm fed up with that line, too. What do you mean they're doing the job that nobody else will do? We live in a country, ladies and gentlemen, where our own representatives put us down. Now, maybe illegal aliens are doing the job that people on welfare won't do, or people on disability won't do, or people on food stamps won't do, or people here in the rest won't do. But we, the hardworking, productive people of this country who pay the taxes that fund this mess, we're doing the work that Americans do. I'm tired of our representatives putting us down, and I mean all the time, like we're the second-class citizens. Nobody's doing jobs that we won't do. We're doing the jobs. But let us not pretend that everybody who crosses the border is earnest and studious and working 12 hours a day doing this, that, or the other. Many of them play the system, just like many American citizens play the system. Somebody who comes here illegally from another part of the world isn't more virtuous or noble than we the people. And we've got all kinds of scum among we the people. Our prisons are filled with them. So let us not pretend that illegal aliens are somehow 5 steps above. No better, no worse in that regard. Siegel, the reporter, found that there are 2 million illegal alien workers right now who are getting tax refunds because of a loophole. A loophole your Congress will not close. A loophole the Internal Revenue Service will not close. And I guarantee you, not a prediction, a fact, that if you don't buy the kind of policy that Barack Obama's government tells you to buy when it comes to health care, the IRS won't turn the other cheek. The IRS won't close its eyes. The IRS is going to pounce, and they're going to make an example of you because you don't have a group representing you. You don't have a lobby group. You're an American citizen, that's all. An American citizen right now is a second-class citizen. Chuck Schumer is on Meet the Depressed. Chuck Schumer is always on some TV show, and he's talking about immigration, and he wants you to know, issue resolved. Cut 1, go.
Is a deal done?
Well, with the agreement between business and labor, every major policy issue has been resolved on the Gang of Eight.
Stop. Every major policy issue, ladies and gentlemen, has been resolved. Do we know what every major policy issue is that's in this proposed bill or will be bill? Do we have any idea? No. So 2 groups, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the AFL-CIO, have agreed, and therefore they agree for you and me? The U.S. Chamber of Commerce has been for open borders for decades. They don't represent me. I'm not a dues-paying member. They don't represent millions of businesses in this country. What do you mean, agreement between business and labor? Who died and named the U.S. Chamber of Commerce? Business, quote-unquote, and the AFL-CIO, labor, quote-unquote. Labor unions in this country represent 10%, probably 8% of the workforce. So we have the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the AFL-CIO worked out their policy differences. Excuse me, I have not had an opportunity to contact my member of Congress and my senators because I don't even know what the hell the policies are. Listen to this jerk, this Schumer. Go ahead, Mr. Producer.
Now, we've all agreed that we're not going to come to a final agreement until we see draft legislative language, and we agree on that. We've drafted some of it already. The rest of it will be drafted this week. And so I am very, very optimistic that we will have an agreement among the 8 of us next week. Senator Leahy has agreed to have extensive markup and debate.
Stop. What a conniving liar this man is. Senator Leahy has agreed to no such damn thing. Senator Leahy has dismissed in a vitriolic way a letter he received from Republicans on his committee, not all of them, not Lindsey, Republicans on his committee, the Senate Judiciary Committee, insisting on time, insisting on a deliberative process, and Leahy said no. We've been discussing this issue for years and years and years. We're not talking about the issue, you lame brain. We're talking about the specifics of a proposed bill. That's the way it's supposed to work. But ladies and gentlemen, they want to hide the ball. They want to hide the ball. They don't want us to know what's in this law. Just like they didn't want us to know what's in Obamacare or Dodd-Frank or the stimulus or all these omnibus bills. Go ahead, Mr. Producer.
April, and then we go to the floor in, God willing, in May. So I think we're on track.
April. Today's April 1st. There's your April Fool. His name is Schumer. Today's April 1st. It's going to be marked up in April and debated in April. So we get 3 weeks. And God willing, it'll be on the floor in May, and then they'll vote on it and ram it through. And then people will call my program and they'll say, what's in the bill? And I don't know. How does it affect me? I don't know. Nobody knows. This kind of democratic tyranny, a phrase I'm going to use over and over and over again until the backbenchers repeat it again. This kind of democratic tyranny must not be tolerated anymore.